All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. I'd also like to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. And I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elected in 1/3. And Lord's, with this lesson will be edifying, as well as exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahat, Rachakodash. And to Wadia, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakodash, for giving me the inspiration to do this lesson. And as the title reads, Babylon will become the lake of fire. All right. And I was reading 2 Peter's, the 3rd chapter. And then I was just curious of what the biblical commentators, had to say on the matter, which led me to do this lesson through the Holy Spirit to correct how when it says dissolved, okay, it's speaking about Babylon's destruction in the third woe. Okay, and Babylon will be utterly destroyed, not the earth, because there's also a misconception or this farce, this farce ideology that the world will be destroyed and will be forever and floating in the air. No. In the coming prophetic judgment, Babylon, the great, the virgin daughter Babylon, which is America, it will be destroyed in the third world's woe by destruction, okay, by the technology that man was given through prophecy, okay. So pretty much I want to go into that real quick. And Shalom, Yabashim Shai Barakatam to you brothers. And that's the spirit, brother. I got that too. So let's go into this real quick, all right. So I don't want to make this too long, but I do want to bring some edification, all right. This is what this truth is about. It's for us being edified for the perfecting of the saints, all right, for our knowledge. This is why the scriptures refer to the elect as virgins, because they were not taken, all right, by the doctrine, by wayward doctrines, okay, being lovers of strange women or strange doctrines. So this is what makes us a virgin, all right, in the eyes of Yahweh Shema Shai, having the truth, okay. So it says right here, it says 2 Peter 3:10, and it reads, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. Now, I want to say this. We are in Egypt again, but it's spiritual Egypt. But remember, in the first Egypt, Yahweh Shai, being the destroyer or the death angel, he came as a thief in the night. It was actually midnight, that's what they say. It said it was midnight when the destroyer came. Matter of fact, we could just do this at midnight. KJV, just real quick. Let me see if it comes right up. I got my other Bible, but it's right here in Exodus. Let's put at midnight, the destroyer came. Just want to give a quick little sidebar here. Yep, right here. So Exodus 12:29. All right, the first Egypt, and Yahweh Shai is the death angel. Okay, Yahweh Shai was the destroyer. It says destroyer. It says Exodus 12:29, and it came to pass that at midnight the Lord smote all the firstborn in the land of Egypt. See, so at midnight, all right. So this was coming as a thief in the night, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sat on his throne unto the firstborn of the captive that was in the dungeon, and all the firstborn of the cattle. Hence why the Lord said, all the firstborns that come out of the matrix are mine. Matrix meaning womb. But right here it says, and he came at midnight. Okay, so this is what? Coming as a thief. So the destruction upon Babylon, okay, will be all of a sudden. Now, I also want to prove to you real quick, Wisdom of Solomon 18, that the destroyer, okay, is Yahweh Shai. All right, when it says the destroyer, this is Wisdom of Solomon 18, and this Wisdom of Solomon 18:14. It says, for while all, this is going into Egypt, literal Egypt, for while all things were in quiet silence, and that night was in the midst of her swift course, thy almighty word leaped down from heaven out of thy royal throne as a fierce man of war into the midst of a land of destruction. Okay, so right here, this is Yahweh Shai, because remember, John, the first chapter, refers to Yahweh Shai as the word, and the word became flesh. So I just wanted to prove this quick point if you didn't know, the destroyer in Exodus that took the firstborn, it's who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, okay, who we know as Yahweh Shai. And it said thy almighty word, right? John 1:14, and the word was made flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory. So the word is masculine, all right? His glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. So right here, all right, just to show you, all right, the Yahweh Shai coming as a thief is as Yahweh Shai came in as a thief in literal Egypt. So how much more this Egypt? So I just wanted to prove that quick point. So now let's go back to this. So we have to expect this same scenario to play out. Right now we're in captivity, we're catching hell, okay, and we're waiting to be delivered. All right. It says, but the day of the Lord, right, will come as a thief in the night, suddenly, unexpectedly to these people. The destruction will be unexpected to these people. It says, in the which the heavens, heaven meaning rulership, there's three heavens. Remember, there's three heavens, heaven on earth, heaven in the sky, and the spirit realm. All right. Because heaven also going into paradise. This is why Joel, it referred to before the destruction came, it was the garden, it was as Eden. Okay. Then a desolate, then destruction. All right. And then this Revelations 12, it says there was war in heaven. It's speaking about what? The sky battle. All right. When Yahweh Shai and the angels appear on earth, which they're going to appear here on earth in what you would call so-called UFOs. All right. When they appear here on earth, if you can receive it. All right. But if you can't receive that the chariots of Yasharallah are so-called UFOs, then you explain what they are according to the Bible, because everything that's happening here in real time, we're able to explain these things. This is that song of Moses. We need these understandings for the times coming. So the second heaven being what? The war in heaven, Revelations 12. Okay. But it says, and the heavens or rulership or Edom, paradise, shall pass away with a great noise. Now, what's going to cause that great noise? The destruction. Okay. The destruction is going to cause the great big boom. All right. The boom sound, the second death. Look, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. What is going to make elements melt with fervent heat? Nuclear. All right. This is the third woe. This is speaking about the end result of Babylon in the midst of the third woe. Okay. So Babylon is going to melt with fervent heat. Babylon is going to have elements dissolve. All right. And it says the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. So right here, I want to correct this. It says the earth also. Okay. But now I went into this and I said, well, let me see what they have to say. I was just curious on the matter. So we're going to correct it real quick. Okay. So when you go down to here, all right. In 2 Peter's the third chapters, there's a lot of great edification in there. So comes as a thief. All right, right here. What's this say? It says, and the heavens will pass away with a great noise. Elements will melt with fervent heat. God could destroy the earth again as he did in the days of the flood. See, so when it says the earth being destroyed, well, the earth was destroyed in the time of the flood, but the earth was still here. See, there is still water enough to drown the earth, and there is inequity enough to induce Yahweh to destroy it and its inhabitants. But remember, this statement right here, even though there's enough water to drown the earth, the Lord said he wasn't going to destroy the earth with water anymore. This is why we have the rainbow. All right, let's grab that real quick. Genesis, the 9th chapter. This is why, if you didn't know if you had to explain biblically what a rainbow is, you would have to go to Genesis 9 after the flood. And this was a covenant of a sign of peace that Yahweh Bashem El Shai made with mankind. Okay. So let's go down. All right, real quick, right here. It says Genesis 9 and 11. It says, and I will establish my covenant with you. Neither shall all flesh be cut off anymore by the waters of a flood. So see, when you're reading these commentaries, you know, I read them with a like a fine-tooth comb. Okay. And if it's not something that's according to the doctrine, we're not going to use it. So Clark, for making this statement, it's like, yeah, he does, but he's not gonna. It says, see, yet Yahweh has promised to deal with this world with fire, not flooding. Exactly. So this world that's kept reserved right now, all right, is Babylon, and it's reserved under fire. See, it will be the end of the world in Babylon, but the rest of the known world is still going to be inhabited. Okay. It's going to be the end of the world here in Babylon. Remember, Lot's daughters thought man was done. This is why they got their father drunk, and you know the rest of the story. But the point is, when that destruction came to Sodom, they thought the known world was finished. When the destruction comes to Babylon, you're going to think the known world is finished. It's just Babylon. That's Babylon's part. Okay, that's the reward for Babylon. Okay, and it says, let's go back. It says, made a covenant, cut off, neither shall all flesh be cut off anymore by the waters of a flood, neither shall there any more be a flood to destroy the earth. See? So this was the first death. All right. This was the first death. Now look, it says, after the flood, what was the sign of the covenant that Yahweh made with Noah and his descendants? It was not dry land. It was not a dove. It was not fire. It was a rainbow. Yep. See, a rainbow. So let's keep going. All right. But we see what they've done with that now, but it's fine because, like it says in 2 Peter's, it was an ensample. All right. So it's okay. It says, and Yahweh said, this is the token of the covenant which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for perpetual generations. I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. So there's a covenant between Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai and the earth. So we cannot say that the earth itself will be destroyed. Okay, now let me show you. Right in here, I was reading. Maybe I got to keep reading, but right here he says, let's start this. It says, in light of the fact that this world order and the things associated with it will be dissolved, right? Babylon will be dissolved. We should live our lives seeking first the kingdom of Yahweh and its righteousness. Yep. We tend to think that the world is more enduring and will last longer than people. This is not true. Wrong. See right there. See? It says you tend to think that. Christians think this. We don't think that. Watch. Ecclesiastes 1:4. One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. The earth abides forever. And this earth, this world was created for our sake. So why would this world that was created for the chosen people be destroyed because of the destruction of the wicked? So why would our world that's been given into the hands of the wicked be destroyed if he's ruling it right now? Hence why the Lord has to bring judgment for their wicked deeds. See? So no. The earth will abide forever, and so shall we. This is 2 Ezra 6 and 54. It says, and after these, Adam also, whom thou made Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all. Everyone comes from Adam. And then after the flood, it started over through what? Ham, Shem, and Japheth, because you can link Noah back to Adam, but then we are linked to Adam through Noah. Okay. But we all on the earth, everybody you deal with, they're either a Hamite, they're either from Ham, Shem, or Japheth. And we come from Shem. Okay. And it says, all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake. So the Lord made the world for our sakes. Hold up. Let's break this down real quick. Just so we can have, I don't want to use the word logical, but logical understanding. Precept upon precept. Job 9:20. So the world was made for our sakes. The creature was subject to vanity, right? Real quick. It says right here, look at this. Look, so you made the world for our sakes, right? But it says, and now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, that was told to us in Egypt, right? Israel's my firstborn. thy only begotten and thy fervent lover are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes, a gift unto us, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? It's going to endure until the destruction of the wicked takes place. So we're waiting to gain rulership, but Babylon has to be destroyed so the prophecy of the lake of fire can be fulfilled. So then what we going back to our land as after it's cleansed through the third woe. So the destruction that's coming is not going to take out the entire world, but it will take out the world of Edom and Babylon. All right. It will be the end of the world for Esau. Because remember, the word world has 3 different Greek meanings. Okay. You have oikomene, eon, and cosmos. Cosmos going into a harmonious arrangement, a government. Eon going into an age. So Esau's the end of the world, the end of an age. All right. And then eon, and then oikomene, meaning literally the world. All right. So right here, Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. But then Job 20:20 says, but thou knowest that the triumphing of the wicked is short and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. So he's been given the world for a moment, and the destruction that's prophesied to take him out of rulership over the world is so detrimental that even biblical scholars have came to the conclusion, well, damn, that must mean the world's going to end. We're done. It's just going to explode. There'll be no more. No. There'll just be no more of Esau and rulership in Babylon. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So right now, the earth has been given to the hand of the wicked. But real quick, since I'm just in this book, really fast, Job 20. All right. Job 20:4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? Exactly. Revelations 20, he shall be loosed a little season. So this destruction coming is to take him out of his season of rulership. Okay. The pleasures of sin for a season. He's gotten drunk off that. But there's a destruction that's prophesied that is going to dissolve his ass out of the throne. Okay. But it don't mean the earth itself is going to go with him. All right. No. So now let's go back to this. Okay. So 2 Peter 3 and 11. All right. Because going into the works, right? Being dissolved. This is talking about the warheads in their head. They do hurt. All right. So it says, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, and the earth also, let's look this word earth up. Let's see what this word earth means. Let's see. All right. So let's go here. So the word earth, look, arable land. Okay. The mainland. What's the mainland? See, so there's different options. Okay. Look, a country, Babylon. See, so Babylon will be dissolved. All right. Parts of a land. All right. So it doesn't mean, when it says earth, it doesn't mean literally the entire earth. Okay. So now that we know that, it says, and the elements from the third woe shall melt all this vanity up, right? All this BS. It says Babylon also, right? Now I'm reading this according to our breakdown. Babylon also, and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. See, so it's Babylon that's going to be the one that's dissolved. All right. It says, seeing then that Babylon is going to be burned up, what manner of person ought you to be in all holy conversation and godliness? So we understand that this is all vain and vanity. So understanding that Babylon's going to be destroyed and the only way out is up, that puts us in a different mind frame instead of thinking, oh, well, no matter where we go, there's just a ticking time clock and everything's just, no. This landmass that you're on is going to melt with fervent heat. Okay. Can other places around the world get hit? Yeah, it's going to be in the third war, but the main target, the main place that's going to get hit is going to be here. Okay. It's going to be here. Jeremiah comes to mind. All right. Now it says, looking for and hasting unto the coming day of Yahweh, wherein the heavens shall be on fire, shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Okay, so this is what's going to cause the lake of fire. This is what's going to cause the lake of fire in this land right here. So if you didn't know, the lake of fire will be the landmass of Babylon. All right. And that will be through what? The third woe, Revelations 11 and 14. The second woe is past, ended 1945. And behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Now, after the second woe passed, well, in the midst of the second woe, because that's really what ended it. But in the midst of the second woe, what was established? This prophecy right here, Isaiah 54 and 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. Now, it called Yahushai the destroyer, all right, in the literal Egypt, and now there's going to be wasters for the spiritual Egypt, and these wasters, okay, are the ICBMs. Okay, this is how the third war is going to end. It's going to end by missiles being shot off. Real quick, Second Esdras. Okay, so we know breaking news before the news breaks. So we thank Yahweh Shemel Shai. Okay, we know the MOTB before it's made mandatory. So we're not breaking news prophets. The Lord has put in our spirit to prophesize before it happens. Then when breaking news takes place, they're going to say they did prophesize this. Second Ezra 16 and 13, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. See, that bendeth the bow. Now, doesn't it say camp round about her? Camp round about who? All right. What is that? Jeremiah 50? I think it's 51. Camp ye round about her. See, so the scriptures let us know who's going to be the main target. All right. So then you can see how that that's going to lead to this being the lake of fire. Now, right here, Jeremiah 51 and 3, start at 2. And let's start at 1. It says, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the mist that rise up against me a destroying wind. So what's going to cause this destroying wind? It's going to be the technology that was given to man in the 1900s to split the atom, capsulize it, shoot it, and allow it to decimate whatever it touches. Okay. Radiation is like the closest thing you could get to. I speak as a man, I could be speaking as a fool, but in my studies, looking up radiation, that is the closest thing to Yahweh's spirit, because it's like the scriptures speak about if the Most High were to come on earth, that we would turn to dust. Basically, it's in Job. I could find it. It's a fire precept. But anyone that gets near or touches or even is around someone who's dealt with the radiation, it's devastating unto them. So it makes sense that when you hear the elders say that it's going to be Yahweh in those missiles, because it says he's a consuming fire. Okay, so it's going to be carnally seen, but it's going to be some spiritual judgment within there. All right, that destroying wind, it's going to completely engulf and cover this landmass. And this is what John saw, and he saw this land covered in fire. Hence why he said is a lake of fire. Okay, so it wasn't the earth he saw as the lake of fire. He saw Babylon. And I will send unto Babylon fanners, and we see that right now, the migrants, financial, political, these are all fanners. Trump, this is a fanning, the MOTB fanning. So the constant flame of prophecy is not going out now. Okay, it says that shall fan her and shall empty her land, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. Now, guess who's going to be against her? All these other nations, and including their allies. The beast will be against the whore as well, even though the whore rides upon the beast. NATO and EU is going to have to make a decision, and that decision is going to be made. Okay, so this place is going to be betrayed and then ultimately destroyed, and we're going to grab that. It says, against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow. So why is the scriptures saying that there's going to be an archer and bending bows? Because there's a term, broken arrow. Look, good movie. I watched it not too long ago. Broken arrow, meaning broken arrow is a code phrase that refers to an accidental event that involves bada bing, big, bada boom. in their heads they do hurt, or components that does not create the risk. These include accidental or unexplained explosions. So there you go. So why is these advanced weapons, these swords, why are they referred to as arrows? See, because that's what it's a modern day arrow. Okay, because you got to look at the evolvement of war, which this is what gave Rome the advantage through prophecy over other nations, was the advancements of military warfare. All right, what's a main thing you need to have in a world? Whoa, advanced technology for war. So this is the modern day arrow. Okay, so the arrow evolved to a missile. Let's put that arrow evolved to missile. Let's see if anything comes up. Just curious, never typed it in. The arrow. Oh, look at that. Look at that. The Arrow 3 interceptor missile system. See that? Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. What? See? Wow. Look at that. See all this information? Okay, look, it looks like an arrow. It's catapulted up. Also a sword, a flying sword. All right. So these are what's coming to Babylon to create the lake of fire, to fulfill the prophecy that John saw. So now that we got that out the way, let's finish 2nd Ezra 16. We'll go to Jeremiah again, and then we'll jump back. So 2nd Ezra 16 and 13, for strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow. Right, it is very strong, from go to one continent to the other. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. Are we not in the ends of the world? We are in the ends of the world. All right. And the rest of the known world is going to camp round about this world to bring an end to it. There will be an end of the world, but the world of Edom. There will be an end of the world, but the end for Edom. Real quick, 2nd Ezra. So we're at the end. We're at the end of his 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, but nobody. But okay. Explain this. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob's the beginning of it that followed. What is he going to follow? If according to the logic of Christians that say the world's going to be completely destroyed, which I've heard many times. I know that Vocab believes that, which right now, I'm sure he can change. See, all these other people, they can change their doctrines whenever they want, but through the Holy Spirit, we stand on ours, starting with our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. So with this understanding, the whole world's going to be destroyed. Then what is Jacob going to be following after? Is there going to be a new world created? No, this world abides forever. It's talking about the world or age of Edom. Okay, so back in Jeremiah, they're going to camp round about Edom. Edom is Babylon. Okay. Oh, what's that? Psalms 137. Let's connect Edom and Babylon. I believe it's Psalms 137. Let me see. 1, 3. Okay, I can't do it that way. Just give me a moment. Una memento for my northern brothers. All right. Psalms 137 and 7, is it? Yep. Look at this. So I'm in the 16:11. It's okay. I'll read it. It says, remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, destroy it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed. So here we have Edom and Babylon mentioned in the same psalm before this took place. This is King David. Okay. This is King David. This is a prophetic psalm right here. All right. It says, O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. See, so right here, Babylon and Edom are synonymous with one another. Okay, so let's go back. Jeremiah 51. All right, I believe I was in Jeremiah. Yep. It says, Jeremiah 51 and 3, check this out. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow. This is why the weak now are saying they're strong. And against him that lifteth himself up in his brigandine, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her host. See, her host. So the Bible specifically is giving you the format of how Babylon's going to be destroyed. Then with you learning that the virgin daughter Babylon in Revelation 17:18 is speaking about what you know as America today, then you understand, okay, this is how this place is going to be destroyed, but then through what? Oh, the third woe, because this is the technology that's now been given them according to Isaiah 54 and 16. See? The Manhattan Project. All right. And just a fun fact. Watch this. How do you spell it? Necessary evil. Hiroshima. Let me see what comes up. Right there. Boom. So when they sent this, man, I just got chills, man. When they sent this, okay, and dropped that on Ammon, they used this plane. Look, the Great Whore. Look at the Great Whore. This is the plane they used to take pictures of the dropping of fire from the sky, like in Rev 13. And it was called Necessary Evil. You see that? Necessary Evil. And this was during what? The second woe. The second woe is past. Behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And the Great Whore, okay, right here is a Great Whore. She's got her, this is what a whore wears, all right? Got her whole body out showing. Remember, John wondered after her, okay? And this is what? Esau is that necessary evil, okay? And it says, behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I've created the waster to destroy. What is the waster going to destroy? The waster is going to destroy Babylon. Isaiah 9 and 5, for every battle, not the world, Babylon, for every battle of the warriors with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Fire, Babylon, fire, more fire. See? But but look at this, Isaiah 1 and 9, except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. So a very small remnant is going to be delivered out of the midst of this great destruction for Babylon to usher in what? The kingdom that was prophesied to be ruled forever through Yahweh Bashem Shai and his chosen people. Okay, but Babylon is going to be given the same treatment as Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, and look at Babylon is in that same spirit. All right, they're in that same spirit. So that's that fire and brimstone that's coming for them. Now, real quick, since I made mention of Babylon being betrayed, I also want to show you how Babylon is going to be eaten with fire by her own allies. See, hence why this is the lake of fire. We keep seeing Babylon burning with fire, all right? This is Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns, which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. So there's going to be an issue between Babylon and NATO, okay? There's going to be something going on with the European Union. They potentially could ally with Gog, okay? We already know that Gog, according to Ezekiel 38, is going to have Persia, Togarmah, Libya, all right, nations like that. But there's something that's going to happen that's going to lead to Babylon's allies betraying them, all right? So we're going to wait and see how the 10 horns upon the beast are going to hate the whore. Let's actually see what this word hate means real quick. Because they're gonna want to preserve their land. And remember, the elites are where NATO's at. The elites ain't in the whore, you know. Let me see this word hate. That's curious. To hate, pursue, with detest. So something's coming where they're gonna love them less. They're gonna love Gog more potentially, because we're talking about a third woe. Russia, they're a superpower. Moab, listen, BRICS. You got the BRICS. And remember, the rock formed without hand hit the 10 toes. So you got BRICS, you got Gog, Moab, Persia. You got Ishmael. You got a superpower right now. Esau is on his way out. Gog is the last fighting superpower of Esau that's still going to be able to try to claim to have some rulership. All right. So the 10 horns, NATO, which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall detest or hate Babylon the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. See? Now someone say, well, what's the whore? For Yahweh has put in their hearts, their minds, to Proverbs 27. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. See, Proverbs 27 or 21. But this is all the Lord's will. Let me grab that. Let me grab that in case we need this precept. Okay. Notes are being taken. Okay. Proverbs 21, which proves no free will. Okay. 21. The king's heart or the king's mind is in the hand of Yahweh Bashem El Shai. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. And he said he's going to turn it, right? Well, Ezekiel, real quick, 38. Look at this. This is talking about Russia, right? Look, it says, verse 4, I will turn thee back. Proverbs 21, I will turn the king's heart. I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws and will bring thee forth and all thy army, horses and horsemen, and all them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. See? So this is major key players for the third woe. But guess what? They're going to camp round about Babylon and utterly burn her with fire. Okay? Amalek's going to draw Babylon out, and she's going to bite off more than she can chew. And then that's when the destruction will commence upon this place. Hence why John saw what? A lake of fire. Revelations 20:14. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. See? So the lake of fire will be created over Babylon through the destruction leading from the third woe, or even Babylon's own allies are going to turn on them, and they're going to use the technology that was given to man on the prophecy of Isaiah 54:16, and they're going to shoot upon this place and burn her with fire, as the law says you would do to a whore. Okay, I believe it was a Levitical priest's daughter. Burn daughter with fire. Let's see what comes up. Leviticus 21:9. And the daughter of any priest, if she profane herself by playing the whore, she profaneth her father, she shall be burnt with fire. So that's what's coming for this whore. She's going to be burnt with fire, but at a innumerable amount. Okay, at an innumerable amount. I believe it's hundred thousands. I gotta grab that real quick. But in an innumerable amount of these of this destruction from these arrows is going to burn this place up so much that it will create what looks as a lake of fire. All right, so that's just for Babylon. That's not for anywhere else. Okay, it's just specifically talking about Babylon. Okay, now real quick, Revelations. Let me see. Right here is the missiles. Now right here, where is it? Just give me a moment. I was about to wrap it up, but I want to see. I want to see it's seek death. Nope, that's not it. Yep, sounds of chariots, power. Just give me a minute. Here it is. Revelations 9:14, and it says, saying to the sixth angel which had the trumpet, loose the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates, and the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year. So there's a specific hour, day, month, year that Babylon's going to be destroyed, and it will commence to a lake of fire. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them. So that's a lot of warheads. That's a lot of warheads. All right. It says the number of the mounted troops was twice 10,000 times 10,000. So let's do that. What is 10,000 times 10,000? Look at that. 100 million. Okay. So that's a numerable amount of destruction that's getting ready to be sent over here. And this is what John saw, in an innumerable amount of destruction. Okay. So that's what's going to create the lake of fire here in Babylon. Nowhere else. This destruction isn't aimed nowhere else. It's aimed at Babylon. It's aimed for Babylon. Wow, that's amazing. Now, I got to end it on Rev 18 just to further prove that this destruction is specifically for Babylon. Babylon is fallen. Okay. Revelations 18 and 17. It says, for in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar off and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning. See? So how can they say the whole earth is going to be destroyed, but there's going to be people in other parts of the earth that are going to be looking at somewhere else burning? So Babylon will become the lake of fire. Okay. Saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness. Yeah, import exporting. For in 1 hour she is made desolate. Rejoice over her. Rejoice over her. See, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yahweh has avenged you on her. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. Why? Because it's going to be made desolate through fervent heat. That will be the destruction for Babylon. All right. So I just wanted to do that quick lesson. Was on my spirit. I was reading a little bit of commentary. So I truly pray this lesson was edifying, exhorting, and encouraging. Okay. So Babylon will become the lake of fire, not the entire planet Earth. So with that being said, I want to say, call halal, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. With that being said, Shalom.